Well, there are lots of reunions in Toledo, ranging from high school classes to other social groups, but a reunion set to take place later this month is truly unique because of their shared experiences. Tom Waniewski has more in today's Rant and Rave.
Toledo is going to be invaded in another week. It's being invaded by men who are combat tested. They are all heroes who have marched proudly and fought bravely to stand up for the little guy. On July 31st, the Iron Men of Metz will hold their reunion right here in Toledo. There will be about 400 of these men and their spouses and family members. They are part of the 95th Infantry of the U.S. Army that liberated the tiny border town of Metz, France during World War II. Bully thug Nazis tried to take over Metz one other time in our history. Well, these Iron Men came back to tell the Nazis a second time to leave this town alone. And they did it with resolve as part of General Patton's army. One of the men who was part of that infantry was Dick Schoen. In his life after Metz, Dick embodied the true character of the 95th Infantry because he always stood up for the little guy. He didn't like to see people taken advantage of, and he had a soft spot in his heart for people who could not fend for themselves. Dick was a strong man himself. He and his wife Elaine raised 14 great kids who are raising their own wonderful children today. Dick had attended many of the previous 58 reunions of the Iron Men of Metz, so he offered to host this year's reunion in Toledo. That takes a lot of planning. Last summer, Dick died after his own battles with his own health. But the reunion will go on next week, with his family picking up where Dick Schoen left off. As time starts to lessen the ranks of the 95th Infantry, and as another generation of heroes draws closer to being no more than a page in a history book, I hope the example of sticking up for the little guy creates more Dick Schoens. For Fox Toledo Rant and Rave, I'm Tom Waniewski.
Remember, you can catch Rant and Rave every Tuesday and Thursday right here on Fox Toledo News, first at 4. And as always, these opinions do not reflect the opinions of Fox Toledo or its employees.